So if you own a car, you know how you need to, you know, keep track of your tire pressures and stuff like that. And this is where this GOOLOO GT160 DUAL tire inflator comes in. And this thing is quite powerful as it has a dual pump inside, which makes for a very quick top up or even completely, you know, refill if you need to. So this is the box, and you can see the picture there, what it looks like. Here we have some of the specs. This can be used also like an emergency charger, and it has quite a few settings for different type of pumping: automobiles, motorcycles, bikes, balls, and even just a custom mode. And it even comes with a pouch where you can store it all, which actually would be a great thing to have just, you know, in your car, obviously. So this connects here, just twists on. We got a few more things inside: the charging cable, some extra tips. They actually screw on straight to there. So another thing that's cool is that there's actually a built-in door here. That's magnetic, and you got more tips. You got the needle for the balls, another little adapter there, and also one of these for like inflatables. It's a nice little touch here, and it's magnetic. Just pops right back on. It's a nice looking pump, pretty large, nice designs, some air venting, specs here in the back, a little warning, things can get hot. On the top here we got venting, our output, the charging port, USB type C, and then the output, just the regular USB, and then we also have a light. So to power it on, you just click the power button there in the middle. We got plus, minus, then mode changing, and then the light. Turn on the light, you hold it, and it comes on, and it's quite bright. It's not very bright, but for nighttime use, could be very useful. And if you click on it, it goes to SOS mode. Then it also just flashes and goes back to normal glowing. And to turn it off, you just hold it. A couple seconds, it comes off. But yeah, very nice display. Right now we are in the auto, the little car there. So if we click this mode button, we can see now we're in the motorcycle. And it kind of has a preset there, 35. And you can adjust the preset if you want to, up and down, but it'll always reset to that. Then we got bicycle. So this is like a pro bicycle, one of those road bikes with skinny tires. They require a lot of PSI, it's 60. Then we got balls, which is about 8 PSI, like a basketball. And then here we have the manual mode, and it just starts at 20. And you can go all the way up, impressively, to 160, which is incredible. Well, I just passed. Oh, you can go backwards. Look at that. Yeah, you can actually go backwards, so you don't have to go all the way up. But yeah, you guys can see there it goes to 60 and it starts with 4 PSI, which is very low. And then 8 is about where your balls are. But yeah, if you want to use it in manual, you can set it here, which, let's see, for this car here that we have, we need about 45. That's what I usually pump. It's recommended 42, but these are low profiles. I do 45, and the tires can handle 50. But yeah, very nice controls, very elegant and sleek, and love that little circle, the mode here, the battery life, and the PSI there. Let's go ahead and connect the output here. So this thing is quite beefy. This connection here has got a piece of rubber, and I guess I can show you guys. It does unscrew pretty easily. So just a typical connector there. And you can unscrew this when you store it if you want. Let's first see how much we have in there. I think the car was showing about 39 to 40, but let's see what the pump says. So these are quite nice because they just slip on and then you clip it on to lock it. And what I'm noticing already here is that, at least for this wheel, it's quite large, it's 21 inch, so it doesn't reach it to the very top, so it's going to be kind of dangly there. But our other one here, the front one, is lower, so I'm going to go ahead and connect this one. So you could just hold the pump, obviously, but since I only have one hand, we're going to move to this one and see what it says. So we're going to unlock it and then just slip it on and then lock it by pushing it down. And here on the pump, we can see it says it's got 37. It's actually a little bit lower than I thought. Of course, they are cooled off, so that seems about right. So we're gonna pump it to 45. So all we gotta do is just click the power button there once, and it's gonna start. Click it again to stop it. And right away, guys, it's actually quite quiet. And I'm very curious, how long is it gonna be or take to go from 37 to 45? That's, you know, a good amount of pressure. It's higher pressure. These tires are kind of thin, but it's still a large rim, so quite a bit of air. So I got my stopwatch out. Let's go ahead and start it. And there we go. Let's see how long it actually takes. So far, it's pretty quick. It's 38. And actually, it's very quiet, guys. I'm really impressed how quiet it is. 39, wow, it's very quick. We're in a garage with walls, and it's closed. There should be a lot of echo, but it's actually a pretty pleasant little rumble instead of a very high-pitched kind of squeal. But yeah, it's extremely quick. So it's been only about, what, 35 seconds and we're already at 41. That's incredible. Wow, I'm super impressed. That was quick. I forgot to stop this thing. Yeah, it was about 1:15 or so. So yeah, over just a little bit over a minute, and we got all the way from 37 to 45. That's impressive because I've used other pumps before. They're not nearly as quick as this thing. This thing's super quick and also pretty quiet, which is impressive. We did lose a battery dot there, so I need to top all of the wheels off. So just for the fun of it, I'm gonna go ahead and do this one too. This tire is actually a little larger, like it's wider, and it's still low profile, but yeah, let's see how long this one takes. Alright, so with the larger volume, it took about 10-12 seconds more. So yeah, not bad. Very nice. Again, just right over a minute, and our tires are topped off. So I'm gonna go pump the other two, where we still only lost 1 dot. So of course I haven't charged it yet since, you know, we opened it up. The hose is pretty hot here, which kind of makes sense. If it has a dual pump, it's probably pumping up a lot of air really quick. But yeah, super impressed with it right off the bat. All right, so after topping off all 4 tires, we still have 3 dots on the battery. And the pump is a little bit warm, but not hot. The tube is kind of hot, but yeah, it's holding up very well, and I'm still impressed how quick it is. That didn't take very long, about 5 minutes to pump all of them. Yeah, for the next part, let's try to pump up this bike tire. So this is an electric bike Suron, and these don't require much air as they're more like off-road style. But we can see here, this one's quite low. It needs to be closer to 20 or 18. So we're still in manual mode. We'll just bring it down to 18, let's say. You could go, you know, to something else. Let's say this bike, and then just bring it down to 18 if you wanted to. So I guess we can just go from here. So let's go ahead. Let's see how long this takes, because it's not much bigger or anything than the car one, but there's a lot of air that goes in there. You guys can see it's very quick. Impressively quick. Bam, done. Super cool. Now let's do the back one. It's actually quite a bit fatter or larger, maybe a little more volume. All right, so this one was only 5 PSI, which is kind of crazy. All right, let's roll. So this is going to be quite a bit more air than the front one, because it is a more chunky tire. But it's coming real quick. Alright, and that took probably like 30 seconds. Not very long. Maybe less. But yeah, simple as that. Our tires are pumped and this thing keeps going, and our battery's still at 3. So I'm pretty confident you can pump a completely flat tire, even a couple of them easily, with just 1 charge. So for the next part, let's pump up a ball, a basketball to be exact. Yeah, we're gonna need a needle here so we can, you know, poke in there. And that's gonna go here. So you just insert it in there, and then you close it to lock it in. And then we're just gonna stab the ball with the needle. And just like that. And then on our settings, we're gonna go to the ball, which is gonna be 8 PSI, and that's basically what it requires. Actually, it says here on the ball 7 to 9. So 8 should be perfect. So this is gonna be hopefully pretty quick. It's at 0 right now. Maybe I should turn off this light. So let's go ahead and see how quick that's gonna be. All right, yeah, that was like 10-15 seconds max. So now we just pull it out, and our ball is perfectly pumped at 8 PSI. Unlock, remove the needle, open the little door here where it stores, which is really nice that they made it like this. Very easy to store, and they're not gonna just fall out as the magnetic door holds it all down. And we are good with our ball. So yeah, overall this thing is really nice to have just around the house, the garage, and probably even better, keep this in your car, because if you need to help somebody, maybe pump up their tire, or even maybe you got a nail and you just need to top it off to get somewhere, this will help. And just, you know, maintaining them obviously at the correct pressure, so you have good tire wear. This thing does an excellent job, and it's very quick. So I'd highly recommend this super quick dual tire inflator from GOOLOO, and this is the GT160. Great little device. Battery is very strong, great for emergencies. Also, you can use it to charge your phone in an emergency, which you can keep this cable here with it. It's a USB Type-C few more adapters, and a bag to hold it all in, and you'll have yourself a very useful tool that could be quite invaluable, especially at a time when you need it the most. So if you want to get one for yourself, check out the links below. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.